A lot of people are looking at 2020 like it is the worst year in all of history, right? Maybe that's a little exaggerative, but a lot of people are looking at 2020 like it is devastation. It is the worst year that could happen. And really, you need to change your mindset. You need to start looking at 2020 like a growth year, like a year of opportunity, like a year of hitting that reset button. It's your wake-up call to figure out where you need to be going in your life. For a lot of companies, they're going out of business. They're realizing how bad they were at managing their money and just how unfit they were for a crisis like this. Obviously, a lot of people don't think these type of crises are going to happen. They think that they never think that something like this is going to happen. So they don't prepare for anything like this. They don't have cash built up in the bank. They don't have lines of credit. They don't have an evacuation plan where you can hit a button and fix everything, right? So it's been a wake-up call, but you need to look at it like, the most important way you need to look at it is a year of growth, a year of opportunity, okay? So think of it like a trampoline. Like, in order for you to be boosted up higher, you need to first go down a little bit. And the same with the stock market. In order for the stock market to reach all-time record highs, it needs to first do a pullback in order to be catapulted up. So that's what 2020 is. It's one of those years where it's kind of making us stop and think and realize maybe what we're doing moving forward isn't so important and isn't the right way to go about things. Maybe it's the wake-up call that you needed to get your finances in order. There's a lot of different ways that you can look at it, but I want you to look at it as more positive, because a lot of people have been looking at it as super negative, thinking that we're going to do this W recovery. And I was one of those people. I thought that we were going to have our bounce off the lows, and then we were going to revisit those lows. And to be honest, a big reason why we haven't yet revisited those lows is because the Fed has been pumping a ton of money, not only into the markets, but into our pockets, into corporations' pockets, and really holding this entire thing up. And maybe this is another way of people seeing just how the government has their back a little bit. Now, a lot of people can say that the government doesn't have their back. It's a whole debate for another video, but the government does have your back. You're a tax-paying citizen, you pay taxes to them, so they kind of owe you, right? So they have your back, and that's a big reason why you see here that we are staying up near the highs. And for the longest time during this area right here, pretty much ever since we came off those lows and are bouncing back up from like here to here, I was a bear. I was thinking we were going to go back down. When we pushed back up right here, I was like so against the Fed. I thought that it was all fake. I thought that we were all being lied to, and it keeps pushing up. Now, yes, some of it was the Fed, but others was just bulls, real people, bulls pushing it back up. And I switched from being the bear camp to being the bull camp right around here, right around where we're testing breaking back down. Now, yes, again, the Fed could be saving us from breaking back down, but I really feel like we are on the other side of this whole pandemic and this whole crisis that is happening, right? Yes, cases are at all-time highs and we are getting more and more cases, but the death count is lower. I mean, it's way lower than what it was in March, April, and in those months. So I do think that the market is going to be blowing up here soon. If you look at these levels that we're at right now, this is the SPY, by the way, so it's basically the S&P 500. So we're in the low 300s, okay? Now, a lot of investors, a lot of people out there have put their money on the sidelines. They sold all their stock, they have their money on the sidelines, and it's just sitting there waiting to be put back to work in the market because they think that the market is going to crash back down. I don't think the market is going to crash back down because the market is future looking. So basically what I'm trying to get at is when you're looking for opportunities, I'm pointing you out an opportunity right here. The stock market is a massive opportunity. If you have a savings, put some of that money to work in the stock market for you. Even start day trading. I mean, I'm actually I'm up about $10,000 so far, and because I revisited day trading. I've been learning about it for years, and now I finally revisited it as a side hustle because I'm trying to make it another stream of income. But a lot of people are looking at the stock market like they think it's going to crash, so they're leaving the money on the sideline, and they're going to miss out when it does start to push up and go up and up and up, because we're not going back into lockdown, okay? The economy is opening back up, and maybe the cases are gonna be at all-time highs, but the economy is still gonna be operating and working. So I really do think this is the point where we're going to see massive growth. We're already seeing massive growth in the tech area of the economy, and the tech businesses, they're booming right now. So it's only a matter of time when those recovery stocks start to come back up, and when that money on the sidelines start to come back into the market. And when that starts to happen, man, you are gonna see these levels just blow up, probably up to, I mean, right now, right now we're at around 314 today. I wouldn't be surprised to see a year or two from now, we're in the 400s. Because when the markets do a pullback, when people do a pullback and they have like a reset period, they push forward even more with more strength than before, because they've taken that rest and now they can push forward. So I'm using the stock market as an analogy for you and what you need to do in pushing forward and figuring out what should you be chasing in your life. If you lost your job and you need to reassess and figure out a new direction, then do that. Take this time right now. Hopefully you got some kind of government assistance. Maybe you have unemployment that's paying you right now. Start up that side hustle, grow that side hustle, and start making more money from that. And also check out the stock market. Put some money into the stock market. I mean, don't worry about like where you should invest. Just put money. Buy the SPY. This is literally the overall S&P 500. You can buy this. I recommend holding it for a long period of time if you're not trying to day trade it. I personally am day trading it. So at the end of every day, I am flat. I have no stocks. And then during the day, I'm buying and selling. If you want to make that your side hustle, then go ahead and do that. Learn it. It takes a lot of time to learn it because it's very difficult, but it may just be another source of income for you. There are a lot of opportunities out there, and you just need to find them. You're not going to find them if you're closed off and you're just thinking, with your eyes closed and your hands over your eyes, and you're just thinking that the world has come to an end and there are no opportunities out there. You need to start looking for the opportunities, and once you start looking, then you will really start to actually see there are a lot of ways right now to make money. Remote working is being exploded right now, so platforms like Upwork, there's a ton of them out there. Even starting your own YouTube channel, that's how I actually get a lot of leads for my marketing agency, is from my YouTube channel. People will see my videos and they'll book a call with me. So just want to give you a little bit of optimism today. I hope that you see that 2020 is a growth year. It's the start of a brand new decade, and I think it's going to be a massive decade for not only me, but the economy, for the entire world. I think we're going to make a lot of awesome developments. I mean, look at SpaceX. They're doing some really big things quietly, somewhat quietly right now, because everybody is distracted with 36,000 employees being laid off from United potentially. That's not yet set in stone, but they're warning their employees that could happen, that would be scary to be a part of 36,000 layoffs. The media is full of the bad stuff going on. Coronavirus hitting 3 million cases. That's another bad thing that's going on right now. We're about to pass 3 million just in the US. So bad stuff happens. Look for the opportunity, look for the silver lining, and try to make moves right now to take advantage of the opportunity, because there are a lot out there. So thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below if you wanted to chat it up with me and share your thoughts on what you're doing to pivot and look for new opportunities. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.